What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. What we're going to be doing in this video, we're going to be picking up a semi truck, which hopefully will be today, might be tomorrow, but I'm hoping for today. So we're getting all prepped for today. We might include a clip of Frank and Rango starting up. Frank's right there. I can see her. Rango, I put her right in the corner of the woods. She looks a little messed up, so code-wise, I don't think it's a good idea to put her out in the open where people will see her easily. But yeah, so what we're today, we're gonna be picking up a semi truck. It's a 2010 Peterbilt 387. It has the Cummins in it. Now this is gonna be the dual head Cummins IXX. Now the Cummins you guys might be used to is like the Cummins you see like in Dodge, and this is same company, but this motor is literally probably two and a half times the size of that engine. The cylinders are literally like the size of like the piston and the rod are the size of my forearm, like from my hand and probably bigger or the size of my forearm, and literally as wide as probably from my thumb to my pinky, and maybe a little bigger than that, who knows. It's outrageously huge, these pistons. So the truck head does have to be towed here. It does not run, which we'll get into a little bit more when we get to see the semi, and I'll explain more after we get to either view it in the yard, or if we get there, the guy doesn't care about us recording and, you know, going all around the truck since it's on private property. But yeah, so if he allows us to do that, then record. But if not, we'll get the truck here and we'll explain to you guys everything, the goods and bads of this truck, why does it have to be towed here, and da. But all right, guys, so we're on our way to get the semi right now. So it is the next day because the tow company, when I told the one guy, so I got a quote from him last week. It was like $950 or $850, I forget, something like that. Whatever it's going to be, I'm just assuming $1,000 in the end. That's kind of what I was just estimating on myself. So yeah. So what happened was the guy who I called yesterday thought I wanted a quote. So when the guy told the boss that does all the scheduling and stuff, when he told him, it was like, wait, we already gave him a quote last week for that same truck. And then so then I called back like 6 hours later. I was like, hey, I was just going to see if you guys were going to come pick it up today or tomorrow, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, so he's like, oh, we thought, then he explained that to me. And then I was like, oh, no, I want it done today. Oh, or tomorrow. Today if possible, but tomorrow at least. And he's like, oh, you do it tomorrow. So 8:41 in the morning, I had a guy who was going to get up at like 5:30, 5:45 to take care of the dogs and stuff. So then it says 5:30, which actually I woke up pretty good today. I don't know if you guys ever had that where there's some like, you know, you wake up and you wake up so good, and then you know what, let me just shut my eyes for like 15 minutes, which I did, and then you wake up and you're like, god damn it, I feel tired. I feel so good the first time, and what happens? But all right, so I'll catch up with you guys. So before you guys talking, we'll get on to see the semi. All right, guys, hold on right there. I'll be right back. All right, so listen, I'm kind of just gonna redo this kind of a little bit. I did a raw reaction, but my raw reaction was a lot more quietness than anything, just because the pure size of this thing is just mind-blowing to me. And listen, I walk outside my house, so I'm just gonna step right here. You see this giant in the backyard now. It's just a big giant red giant. It's Big Red. I don't know if that's the name of it or not, but I always said Big Red. I always say that all the time, and now actually I say Big Red because I actually have a Big Red. But yeah, so listen, what we got here is a 2010 Peterbilt 387. This does have the IXX Cummins motor, so this is not, oh wait, is that a broken wire, or no, it's just a plug, I think. Now this is the motor that has dual cams in it, so there's a fuel cam and a intake cam. Now the difference between that and the single cam one, which is the newer version, is the newer ones, not newer, well, actually newer ones too, but the next version of this motor the next year is actually the injectors work off basically the computer. Basically works off the computer, blah blah, and da. So that's all I can really give you guys. I'm not like too knowledgeable in these engines. I have lots of knowledge on them, but I can't explain every single thing about them. But I'm gonna go to the side real quick because I kind of glanced over a lot of things because, like I said before, I was so mind blown about the size of this thing. And yeah, but also I gotta message the guy about the key for this, to ask him about the key. I can't get that open right now. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna hobble up into here. Ugh. So nice seat covers. It looks like, yeah, seat covers. So nice seat covers. I don't care what the seat looks like underneath. The seat covers look pretty nice. This dash is pretty damn good looking. Nothing's cracked on it, I don't think. No cracks. Everything's pretty clean looking. Doggies are behaving over there. Look at how we're off the ground. Right, we are raised up half a foot maybe for the bricks, but we're just high off the ground. And this seat also goes up further. Just there's no air right now to raise the seat. I got rid of this. This was used just to put the parts that I took out. The parts are out there now, which is where we have our issue. That's pretty nice in here. But this is the inside. We got 2 windows, which is really nice. Gives you a little more outdoors. Gives you more of the version of the outdoors. Now what I'm gonna do is let me open up a window. I don't know how to open up a window. All right, I don't know how to open a window. Now you're supposed to be able to pull this, I think. And it's about upper bunk not to be used while vehicles in motion. Okay, good for you. But so I gotta figure out that. I gotta take this thing off to get this thing down. But it is an extra bed, 2 beds, this bed and that bed. Now we do. Ooh, this folds up actually. Does it? I don't know. Hold on. Does it fold up? I'm not sure. I don't know. There's hinges. Looks like a hinge, unless just part of it does. I'm really not sure on this. Maybe, I don't know. Should I lock? Oh, hold on. Ah, hold on. Ah, oh. Hold on. Let's move this stuff here. Hold on. Parts, Cummins. Couldn't even tell you. It says on the box. Pipe exhaust outlet. Okay, so maybe, I don't know, maybe it goes to the turbo. Oh, you know what? Maybe that hooks to the turbo. Maybe. Air controls for back here. So this whole thing lifts up. Holy crap, that's awesome. Amount of storage and stuff in here, but that's pretty damn cool actually. Light's broken over there, but it's okay. Oh, that's where the storage bins go to. Okay. At least I know they're not, I'm not trapped away from them. But, alright, that's cool. We got some road stuff. We got some speakers, it looks like. Or vents. I'm not sure, it's probably vents. I don't know what this is here. Oh, maybe an inverter? I don't know. Not quite sure. I mean, that's probably one thing we're not invested in, things, get an inverter put in it, but that's cool, that's cool. Alright, we'll figure all this stuff out little by little. You guys are just going for a swing. We got some nice storage here. Nice little hanger thing. Got a little storage up here. Got some books up here I saw before. You got this here. What the hell? Some type of thing in there. So I have an idea for this thing here. So I'm gonna explain to you guys one thing. So we're gonna probably register this as an RV, which the guy was just telling me. Oh, that's a cool thing. You have this little slider thing too. So you can actually register this as an RV if you put, dogs are okay, if you put a bathroom in here. Now the bathroom doesn't have to be plumbing, it just needs to be literally basically a toilet seat, a little cardboard, like probably a little cutout thing of using plywood, and a bucket underneath. And it's a toilet, so you can then call this a RV. So I'm probably gonna do that, probably just put it right in the closet right there and say, hey, we got a bathroom. I don't actually use the bathroom there, but it's there, it's the bathroom. So it is an automatic, so it's, I guess, an Eaton transmission. So assuming you can shift, you can do manual mode. Low, I'm assuming is a low gear. So I guess if you're like really on a hill, maybe, I don't know, something like that. Actually, let's put the key in. Oh, yeah, this is the guy here. So these are main caps for the over here for the drive shaft. So that goes there to there. Now listen, these are some freaking huge what do you call these things, differentials. I don't know, they're called differentials, they're called something else, but it is insane the size of these things here. So one issue you do have with this right now is the air system. Now the air system is disconnected from the compressor on the engine, so that could be an issue why it does not work. I don't know what any of this does. I know what it does, but I don't know how it works. But I was saying the airline, so airlines are not working. We got it here. I don't think she's in park, I don't think. I do gotta change out this line here to an L instead of a T. This is not proper. This is definitely would fail DOT, which being an RV, you don't have DOT. So, and we'll put on, what do you call it? For hire on, not for hire right there. And get rid of this stuff. Oh, I guess this is what you're registered for. What state is that? Is that Maryland? I think that's Maryland. I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's in there. This is the motor, of course. I showed you guys already, but it looks pretty good. I think this is the fuel filter here. I'm assuming do not wrap. I'm assuming that's another fuel filter. Steering. This is the fun side, of course. You got the nice giant ass turbo here. Now this thing is insane. Look at this is my hand. It's enormous turbo. If you put this on my car, it'll blow it up probably. Probably just blow the hell out of it without even questioning. The frame is in really good condition. The one thing which we might get rid of, being that's an RV, which still probably isn't illegal with the EPA, but meaning that's not a semi. It is a semi, but you know what I mean. We can get rid of EGRs. So getting rid of the EGR, we'll be able to eliminate that, any issues with that, and we'll be good to go hopefully. Peterbilt, washer fluid, windshield washer fluid. Anything else on the outside here? We gotta fix these things up. They're not really staying close. They opened up on the tow driver on the way here. But let's get into the issue with this truck. Why we bought it for $4,800. So cheap and everything because of one reason: it does not run. Now, does that have a blown motor? I don't know yet. There's 3 bolts right now holding up that oil pan, which we're gonna try to drop it. I don't know if I'm gonna drop it in this video or another video. I gotta do some work actually today a little bit. I'm probably gonna go do some sales for my business, so probably gonna do that and then leave this here for another day. But I'll show you guys the issue and what we're facing. So let me look at a comparison also. I want to show you guys the size difference to this whole thing here. So here we got a piston. We got the piston rod and the end cap of the rod. So this is your normal piston rod cap, right? So we all know these, you know, we all have seen them, right? So basically what went bad was this bearing, you see this bearing in here. Basically this bearing spun around inside here and made it run dry. That's kind of what happened with this truck. It spun the bearing. Now, the guy already removed this thing. Now let me just put a size comparison to this. Here's your this is your normal end cap for a piston. This is your average probably car size. Probably this car even has a smaller one of these, but we'll just say this is normal. This is from a LS engine, a 5.3 liter. Now the bearing's only that small. You see the bearing, it's the size of my finger right here. See? So there's that, right? Now let's take a look at its older brother. That whole thing right there is literally the, what do you call it? The end cap of the piston. This is the top of this right here. That is literally what look, the piston even fits, basically fits inside of it. Now, that is insane, as you can see. Now, you see the size comparison of this whole thing here. The bearing. So I see this bearing has some like shavy things. So as you can see, it's shaved off. How much it shave off, I'm not sure. I don't know how thick these things. I don't know if this is thickness or that's like, you know, if this whole thing's to thickness. I don't know what the bearings look like exactly. It looks like probably what happened at flat. Hold on, dogs are fighting. We're also gonna let Shadow. I would let Milo take a look in here, but he's not a really good jumper. I'm probably gonna just pick up Shadow and bring it in there. So maybe we'll let both of them in there. I don't know. But yeah, so this is literally, my whole finger doesn't even go across to the bearing or the whole rod. Like, look at that. Like, this holding my hand. Just holding right in my hand. That's like no size. It's literally, you know, pick this thing up. That's the size of the freaking thing. Insane size difference. It is insane. This. Now listen. That's just a piece of it. That's not this whole piece here. This whole thing is about the size of my forearm here. I'm trying to put here's a gas can. There's my forearm, there's my hand. That is the size of probably the rod and piston together on this engine. Now, This, I think, is either a 13 liter or a 15 liter engine. I don't know exact numbers on this engine, but she's a big girl. This is a big girl. These trucks have big girl and big boy engines. They're big boy engines. No, you're not a girl anymore. You're a big boy. So we gotta really figure out what we're gonna do with this and what's gonna happen with this. What's gonna happen? I'm gonna drop the pan. We're gonna drop the pan right here. This is the whole pan underneath here. Goes all over there to all the way over here. I don't know if that shows compared, like the size difference. Like it literally goes from here all the way to basically like right here, I think, of the truck. So that's the oil pan. That's just the oil pan. Now with that being said, with this, I don't know what we're gonna need to fix this thing. We might not even fix it because it might just be too much money to fix. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop the pan, check out the crank. They already removed the bearing, so I now know what bearing it is at least, and I can look at the crank. If the crank is severely damaged, this is gonna be a rough decision because you know, maybe what we could do is just maybe replace the crank. And maybe we can just do that. Maybe we don't have to take apart the whole top part of the engine. I'm hoping we can probably just put a bearing in. You know, maybe I'll buff up I'll buff it up a little bit. Get it running first. You know, the bearings are like 30 bucks. Maybe pop a bearing in, see if it runs. See if it even runs good or not. It's, you know, we gotta see what this thing wants, and you know, and what's gonna make her happy. And also even see what works on the truck. You know, we're going to put money into it. We want to make sure that what money do we got to put into it exactly. Oh, you know what? The batteries are probably underneath here, and probably underneath that actually. It's probably the bearing. That's probably where the batteries are at. But yeah. So that's what we got. Our challenges ahead is, you know, because I actually have a receipt from a mechanic shop that I bought. The guy I bought it from gave me it. He gave me the receipt. This receipt has a very big list of parts. This is from Cummins. This is directly from Cummins. All right, so here's the receipt, guys. Here it is. Let's see. So check the engine for having knocking noise in the engine. Try to start engine and the engine will not start. Using a start all-in service, vehicles jump-started the truck and got it running. Hooked up Cummins in sight and checked the fault codes. No related fault codes logged in the CAM or ECM. Performed a cylinder cutout test and found that 1, 2, and 3 cylinders were not firing. The engine noise got louder and the engine had excessive blow-by. Shut the engine off. Using a wrecker, hooked up the steering axle and towed the truck to the shop and dropped inside drain. The oil and oil pan removed in the oil pan. Oil tube, block, stiffener plates, and oil with pump. Checked bottom end and found excessive amount of metal debris in the oil pan. Checked the rod and main bearings. Found that one rod bearing had spun and caused damage to the connecting rod. Oh damn it. Okay, connecting rod and crankshaft. Installed the oil pump, block, stiff plate, oil tubes, and oil pan. Using a wrecker hook, towed the truck out of the shop and dropped in a secure storage area. Made an estimate and a repair sent to the customer. So, listen to that jibber jabber, cause it's just kind of, it's small print. I should have zoomed in, I couldn't, and yeah, whatever. Basically, checked for having failure found. Number one rod bearing had spun and caused damage to the crankshaft. Removing the engine from the truck, assembling the engine, whatever. So they want a set of rods, which was, they want rods, main bearing, which, you know, you do all this stuff, nozzle, piston, cooling, So basically a full service kit, you know, full service. Turbo, they want to do the turbocharger, oil, seals, hoses, thermostat. Like, they want to replace everything on this thing. These little red things are crawling all around me probably too. So, getting down to the nitty gritty, the total of everything is $37,000 and invoice totaling $43,124. So, now with that being said, parts are $23,000 in parts. We'll say like 24 because tax. So we don't know how much tax there's going to be there. So $23,000 in parts for this thing. Do I need all those parts? No, I don't think we're going to need all those parts. We're going to try to fix this whole thing with a $30, well, I'm probably going to replace all the bearings. Probably just replace all the rod bearings. Maybe main bearings too. We're down there, we might as well just do it. With that being said, this is it's a job and a half, guys. It's a job and a half. This is gonna be very interesting, guys, and they even get this thing going again. We haven't decided yet exactly what the plan of attack is going to be. Looking at these bearings, we got our stuff cut out for us. It's damaged, 100% damaged. It's smashed. I don't know. There's supposed to be a curve to these bearings. That's I'm not sure about. I don't think it's supposed to be curved. I think it's supposed to be flat like that. No curvature around the thing. So this could have been from knocking. Now, yeah, I'm not quite sure exactly how much. Now, what it sounds like is they ran the engine again after I knocked the first time, which is kind of worries me. When you have that happen, when you run it after you hit a knock the first time and you don't start it again, that is you're pretty good on like saving your butt. But being that he started it again, it kind of worries me with this crank. This crank might need to be changed out. Now the crank is $3,000. It's $3,000 for a new crank. Maybe I can find a used crank. You know, that'd be cool. Maybe for $1,000, that'd be $1,500. But but once you get into that, we're talking about tools now. Tools for this engine to do the jobs. $500 minimum almost. I think it's like $200. I can get all the tools in for $200, but literally brand new tools are like $500 each. To do the cams, to do the pistons, this, that, everything. It's so much money in the industry. So much money to do this stuff in the industry. It's insane about how much it costs. But we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure out what we're gonna do, and it's all gonna be recorded. It's all gonna be documented, and it's all gonna be posted on YouTube, so you guys can enjoy the, if you guys ever want to ever do this, you want to see what it takes to get a Cummins engine back from the dead. Did that hit there? Yeah, that hit right there. Look at that. Yeah, so listen, if you guys enjoy the video, want to see more of the 2010 Peterbilt here, big old red, listen, hit the subscribe button, leave a like on this video. Comment down below what you guys recommend, like if any of you guys are diesel mechanics, recommend, or you guys want to see done, or should be done, wherever it is. Let me know. I'm in a whole new world of, let's say this, the tires are freaking size of the tires are more longer than my legs. I don't think that's not, yeah, whatever. What the hell those things to be torqued down to? Oh, that's a cool thing about this truck actually. So a lot of semis now, maybe this is not a surprise to many people, but a lot of semis don't come with disc brakes. They usually have drum brakes. This thing has disc brakes, which is pretty damn cool. How good are they? I don't know how good they are right now. I don't know if they need to be changed or not. They look brand new though. These are brand new. Like these are like someone took care of this truck. Now I don't know if they took care of the motor. Now that's taking care of a truck, and you see this truck does have some dings. It would hit something. This is cracked, of course. We're just gonna use Bondo, whatever the hell that stuff is they use for this stuff. Heat it up and fix it all back up, make it look pretty. But alright, so like I said, guys, listen, if you guys enjoy the video, please like down on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see more of what's going to be happening with this truck and what's going to happen exactly. Comment down below if you think I'm way out of my head, or any advice on what should I do go from here. If you guys are knowledgeable, or anyway, anyone's opinion is welcome. So leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't let anyone get in your way. Wait, hold on. Subscribe to the channel. Don't let anyone get in your way of your dreams. Oh God. On that note, guys, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. Do what it takes to follow dreams. Don't let anyone get in your way, and I'll see you guys in the next one.